Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here, and welcome to this FIFA 14 Twitter Q&A. Of course, as you know, either yesterday or 2 days ago, I actually asked questions about, or I actually put out there, guys, ask me questions on Twitter, and of course, if you're lucky, you'd actually end up in this video, and I would answer your questions. I'd link, of course, your Twitter would be in this video, you would be in this video, and yeah, I'm just going to be answering a few questions about FIFA 14. And of course, before I start, guys, the actual FIFA 14 demo has come out now on Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. So whatever platform you play it on, I'm interested to know, what do you guys think about the game so far now that you've actually got you've actually been able to play it for yourself, or at least against a CPU? What do you think of the game so far? That's my question to you. But of course, this video isn't about me asking you questions, it's about you asking me questions. So, the first question, I'm just going to find one here. Here we go. We've got, what's the best way to earn coins to build a strong team and have enough money to bid in marketplace, whatever, from Irons 1D1. I think the best way to get FIFA coins is probably to be a somewhat successful FIFA YouTuber, so that way EA will invite you to an event and give you 5 million coins for free. Yeah, like I know everyone's been going around and saying, no, we don't get to keep these coins. No, we get to keep these coins. We absolutely get to keep these coins. You know that Bale, you know that Rooney, like, I'm keeping them. When FIFA 14 drops, they're mine. They're absolutely mine. No sarcasm. What are you talking about? Oh, wow. I just pulled up the first question I saw, and I had absolutely no idea how to answer it, because I'm obviously not going to be keeping any of the players or any of the coins that we were given. That's only for show. Oh, jeez. I really don't know, man. Go ask somebody that plays a lot of Ultimate Team, because that's not really me. I'm more career mode. Yeah, that's a really good answer, isn't it? Oh, my God. But still, the next one goes to Sam de Flippis. I'm sorry if I got this wrong, or Salam Philippes, I think? I don't know, whatever. But anyway, he asked, do you find much 45th minute or 90th minute scripting in FIFA 14? Well, I have actually conceded 2 or 3 90-minute goals, and, you know, 1 or 2 were obviously, like, you know, bound for, they were as a result of bad defending. But I got to say, like, there are a few where I'm like, what, are you serious? How did that go in? And, you know, hopefully I'll have a few examples for you in previous videos. And, by the way, we actually found at the event a little bit of proof that there is some sort of scripting, maybe not in the way that you would think, but KSL GWD, of course, you've probably seen his his knuckleball free kick tutorial. Yeah, what he was doing was he was slide tackling his opponent, so that way obviously he'd get a free kick and then he'd be able to attempt a knuckleball. And what we found was, when you slide tackled a player that was on a yellow card, well, like, despite, no, that wasn't on the ball, like a player that didn't have the ball in possession, he was just standing there, you just slide tackled him and obviously got a foul, it wouldn't work. The guy would stand up straight if the player that was slide tackling him had a yellow card. But so then I pretty much said to him, oi, mate, go and select a different player that's not on a yellow card. He did. He slide tackled him, and after like 6 goes of trying to get him down with a yellow card player, first go, not yellow card player. So we just actually proved that we proved at the event that there was a little bit of scripting going on there, probably for the better. But yeah, no, we actually found that. But anyway, moving on. It's been 3 minutes, more than 3 minutes already, and I've only got through 2 questions. Okay, I'm about to absolutely blast through some of these questions. Okay, Nick A. How, Nick _A _ How. What has been the first major difference between 13 to 14 that you noticed? I'm probably going to say that, like, you guys probably understand it as well. The change in direction, especially for players off the ball, like defending, it's become a little bit more tricky sometimes, only because, you know, in FIFA 14, obviously, like, or in FIFA 13, you can change a player's direction of where they're running. Like, they can do a 180 move pretty quickly. But now in the game, like in FIFA 14, they take a very long time to, you know, like, really change the direction of their sprints and runs, which means that you really got to get that LTRT thing down. You really got to slow down your run before making a real rapid or 90+ degree turn now, and it really slows down it actually slows down the speed of the game a little bit. So I don't know whether that's a good thing or not, I'm not too sure, but at least the game, and I know we say this every year, but it actually sort of feels like real football now. And now we're at 4.5 minutes with 3 questions. My God, I'm not good at this. Okay, we'll keep going. Here we got one from Pepsi FIFA. What's the most useful skill move against a CPU or against other people? For me, it's going to be the Ronaldo chop all the time. That and the stop and turn is unbelievably good against a CPU. Whether it's going to be good against opponents, I'm not too sure. But definitely for online, Ronaldo chop. And I say Ronaldo chop, not the normal fake chop, because the normal fake chop in this game is just shocking. And but the stop and turn is and the stop and turn against CPU I think is really good as well. Okay, we're getting a little bit quicker here. Let's go. Is the finesse shot as OP as it was in FIFA 12? Mate, the finesse shot in FIFA 12 was nerfed compared to FIFA 14, or at least when I was playing it at the capture event, and that's only because like a bunch of the guys were scoring ridiculous long shots with finesses, and like it seems that they've traded near post OP in this game for finesse shots now, so they're back, which is good. Hopefully, and I actually mean this, hopefully they're going to take a little bit of a little hit, and they won't be as effective. But yeah, I got to tell you, man, some of the long shots that were being scored with finesses. JJ actually scored one against me in the game that I played against him on my channel. Go have a look at it. I mean, it gives you an idea of how ridiculous OP the finesse shots are. It's maybe not the finesse shots themselves, but more or less the goalkeepers not being able to deal with it. But yeah, still, finesse shots are back, definitely. The next one by Mason Anthony at JBucks fan. So it's pretty cool that I've got a little Twitter handle named against me. Besides from Crystal Palace, what other team are you going to do? Oh, no, that's fair. What other team are you going to do in FIFA 14? Maybe Newcastle. And yes, I am considering, or more than considering, I'm planning, hopefully, on doing Newcastle. But what I really want to do is do Crystal Palace, do a few seasons with them, maybe go around the world and do a couple of other seasons with a couple of other teams, and then eventually come back to the BPL to do Newcastle, because it's only right that the team that you support as a FIFA YouTuber, if you're doing career mode, you should probably do it. Like Calfreezy with Liverpool, MGH with Arsenal, and so on and so forth. So I really should be doing a Newcastle career mode. I have already done a Newcastle career mode in like FIFA 12, but to be fair, I also did a Crystal Palace career mode in FIFA 12. So and all those videos, to my knowledge, are still on my channel if you want to find them. The next one, on Anders Hole, I hope, is pace just as OP in FIFA 14 as is in 13? And again, this is something that we say all the time, but I feel like it's not as effective because I feel like it's not just pace is still important. Don't get me wrong, but it's pace, like pace with a player that has no strength, and pace with a player that does have strength is just astronomically different, because strength is huge in this game now. There are times where you make a tackle with a weak player on a really tall, strong player, and the weaker player can be like in front of the ball and have his inside shoulder. It doesn't matter. Tall guy's just going to grab you and throw you to the ground. Strength in this game is massive, and strength mixed with pace will just make for like the best players, which means that, again, in my opinion, I don't think Messi will be the best player in this game. I think a player like maybe Ibrahimovic, maybe Ronaldo definitely, and I don't know, maybe Cavani. I don't know if Cavani's any strong, but yeah, like those sort of players. But anyway, moving on. And so is Gomez as well. There you go. See, Ronaldo, what is your favourite team in FIFA 14 so far? It's, for me, Bayern Munich, because they were just, I don't know if they're just overpowered, but they were just a really good fun team to play with. A lot of depth and a lot of exciting players in there. And yeah, I just won a lot of games with them, and they're a really good team. And I think there are a few of the other YouTubers that was probably Bayern was their favourite team as well, especially Jabes. But anyway, how does the gameplay feel compared to 13? Keepers, free kicks. I've already sort of talked about this, but yeah, I feel like that the tempo of the game and the speed of the game has slowed down a lot now that players take a lot longer to change direction. The fact that pace isn't as effective and you can't go for those ridiculously long runs that you could in FIFA 13 and in FIFA 12 especially. But yeah, I feel like passing play, like it's really, really important in this game now. You really got to be able to move the ball well without taking it for a run. And as well as that, I have scored in my time playing the FIFA 14, and I've been playing it for a while now. I've scored like 2 or 3 sweaty goals. One against the CPU and like 1 or 2 against online. And I somehow managed to absolutely F up one chance. So that is, sweaty goals in this game are very hard to come by. And by sweaty goals, I mean like pass backs. You can still like cross it in. I mean, that's pretty effective. But passing along the face of goal to a guy that's unmarked and shooting into an empty net happens so rarely in this game now. And that's fantastic. But yeah, that's the one thing that that's really good for me. Okay, moving along. Who do you think will be the best player in FIFA 14? I've already sort of touched on this, but for me, it's going to be either Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I think if he was a little bit quicker, then he would be undoubtedly, if he was in the 80s for pace, he'd undoubtedly be the best player. But, you know, he's been the best player in FIFA for like the last 3 years. He's still the same. It's Ronaldo. Absolutely. Messi's just not strong enough. He's a little shorter now. Headers in this game are also one thing I haven't noticed. Like corners and headers are ridiculously strong in this game, and so are rebounds. Like those two things are really, really OP. And a player that's tall, can head the ball, can do it all really, is going to be great. So I think Bale will maybe be a bit of an exception. Obviously, they'll try to make him as good as possible. But for me, I still think Ronaldo. I think it might be a tie between Ronaldo and Ibrahimovic. So There you go. 10-minute mark, I think. We're getting pretty close to it. Alright, we'll do a few more questions and then they'll do it. Excuse me. Nick Bolt, or the Rock to... Okay, Nick Bolt. Who do you support in the A-League? I support for Adelaide United, of course, because I am from South Australia. That little... the southern state, of course, of South Australia. And, yeah, unlike... And I do actually like the Western Sydney Warriors a little bit. They're a new team in the A-League and, you know, they're pretty good and they've got a big fan base. But, unlike some people, I actually support the team where I'm from. I don't say, oh, what, they're the better team. They're a really good team. Oh, yeah, I'm going to support them. Looking at you, Manchester United fans, Manchester City fans, Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, just fans of good teams, and they don't even live fucking anywhere. Like a person, I know, I heard of a story of someone in the UK that, like, I don't know, he lived in like Newcastle and he went for Manchester United. I'm like, just, or I don't know, it was like he went for a rival team. He was living in the wrong, I don't know, just some crap like that. But whatever. Can you please? Okay, this is Matisse Rama or whatever. Can you please consider playing a pro career mode in FIFA 14? I think that would be awesome. Love Southend. Oh, thanks, mate. But yeah, that's something I might ask you guys. Are you guys interested in me doing a player career mode, sort of like what AA9 Skills was doing? Yeah, because I've never done it before, and to be honest, I'm astounded. I did not even start a player career mode when I was at the capture event. That's amazing. Well, that sort of, to be fair, that speaks volumes about how I feel about it. I really don't think it's up to. I don't think it's very fun. I don't think it's like anywhere near the experience that you get playing as a player in a career for a game compared to like NBA 2K14 and 13. I mean, NBA 2K13, like you play that game, you play my career. That's awesome. That is really, really fun. But FIFA 13 career mode for a pro player, you compare it, and there's just absolutely no doubt which is better. FIFA 13 is just nowhere in the same league as like NBA 2K. So hopefully they improve it. But then again, I'm not really too sure. I have to wait for you guys. Are lob through balls more realistic or worse? They are worse. They are worse in the sense that they do not. They're like they one thing that I noticed in the game is like lob through balls. You really got to get it well. You got to get the timing right of the player that you're going to pass it to. You need to be in a lot of space. You need to steady the ball, and you need to be facing it. You can't be like angling yourself any other direction. And unless like a player's making like a real lateral run, but yeah, no, like lob through balls in this game, like they'll go either right. No, they won't even go over the line of the defense, or they're just going to go way too far back. And especially when you're playing in bad weather like rain or snow. So yeah, lob through balls aren't that great, but through balls this year have been improved dramatically, just on the ground through balls and like the runs that the attackers make. But lob through balls are the only exception there. And the final question, will the Legends cards on foot will be overpowered, and how much do you think they will sell for? I've got absolutely no idea how much they'll sell for, but I think maybe in the early days, and besides, we don't really know what the full story is with Legends. We don't know if they're all going to be released at the one time. I don't think they will. I think they're going to be releasing them gradually, or that's just what I heard around the EA offices. But, or I'm not too sure. But still, yeah, I think, what am I trying to say? I think, well, they're not overpowered because, I can and can't talk about this. I'm going to be really careful with how I choose my words, but there was one person, me, and kind of Calfreezy, actually got a Legends card in the game. I'm not going to say who he is. I'm not going to say what position he was. I'll say that his overall was low 80s though, okay? Or in that 80 to 85 ratio or area. So, yeah, he wasn't like amazing. He didn't surprise. I thought they'd all be like high 80s to 90s, and no, some of them are actually like relatively standard. And yeah, that kind of surprised me. So I think that some of them might not be as I think they'll all be pretty expensive. Obviously, I think like the cheapest one would probably be like maybe a centre back or a goalkeeper. That's probably be about, I'd say 30 to 40,000 coins, maybe something like that. I think that'd be the cheapest. But some of the expensive ones like Pele is going to be Pele's going to cost like more than Ronaldo. Like I'm going to say a normal Pele would be like 2 million coins. I reckon. Yeah, seriously. But still, that's going to do it for this Twitter Q&A. 15 minutes. Wow, that's a long one. And yeah, well, I hope if you guys don't have the ADD and have made it this far, then that's amazing, and I commend you. But yeah, will you guys, yeah, tell me. No, what am I trying to say? I'm just trying to end it, so that's what I'll do. Thank you for watching this Twitter Q&A and listening to this Twitter Q&A. I've got some gameplay, I think, running of I think I had gameplay running. I think it would have been a Calfreezy game, I'm pretty sure, because me and him played a fair few games and had quite a few pretty good ones. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed the Twitter Q&A. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. I am your Aussie Gamer, the MasterBucks. And yeah, don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe and hit your target, which for today is just, and you know, I'm going to make it easy for you, 1,000 likes, going back to basics. And yeah, guys, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I already told you this before, so I'm going to end it. Thanks, guys. I'm your Aussie Gamer, the MasterBucks. Peace out. Bye-bye.